Hello once again, everybody. We're visiting with Great Plains Territory Manager of Ohio and Michigan, John Seitz. John, it's good to have you here to talk about the two new products that Great Plains has to offer. Pretty exciting times.
Yeah, happy to do so, Gary. We got a couple new offerings that really need to be talked about because they're hitting the market right, and really they're what the farmer's after. The retails are already beginning to come in, so we think we timed it just right.
Well, let's start.
Yeah, first of all, we'd like to talk about the new Terra Max tool from Great Plains. It's a hybrid tillage tool. It's a combination, you might say, of conventional and vertical, only the best of both of those. Today you have the vertical tillage lineup that pretty well specializes in doing one thing. And then on the other side of the spectrum, you have the conventional tillage lineup that pretty well specializes there. But the farmer keeps coming to us and say, we want a little bit more, we want to be able to do this, we want to be able to start and fracture the ground in the spring and cover up residue and mix and so on, and then be ready for a level seed bed. And then in the fall, he said, I'd really like to take that same tool out in the fall and till down my corn stalks, my bean stubble, and really get that ground laid down for next spring's planting. And that's really where the Terra Max fits today. It's going to come out in several different sizes, 20 foot, 25 foot, 30 foot, 35, and 40 foot for the first run, and then we'll add other models to it at a later time. But it features our new turbo speed blade. And that speed blade is a unique blade in that it's a very shallow concave blade, and with 15 waves to the sidewall and 20-inch overall. They're set on 7.5-inch spacing with the rear gang splitting the front, therefore giving us a 3 3/4 spacing through the machine. Those blades' gang angle can run from 0 through 8 degrees on the front gang, and on the rear gang it goes from 0 through 6 simultaneously with the front gang. Following that up is our patented rolling spike harrow behind, and that's simply breaking the material one more time, mixing it, and be sure everything is stirred up one more time. And then comes the reel at the back. The reel at the back can either be a single reel or it can be a double reel. Now we feel they'll most generally be sold with a double reel on the back of it. And what that does is just crunches the clods, mixes the residue, ties the residue to the ground, and really gets a nice bit firmed up seed bed for the planter running right behind it. In the fall, that reel is also just tying the material down so that it's not moving with winds and so on and so forth. So the machine from front to rear is a very versatile machine for spring and for fall. Now we don't say that it replaces our current model Turbo Max in the lineup, because the current model Turbo Max is a full-on vertical tillage tool that really gives us the best seed bed. But back to the Terra Max, we're really excited to get to the market, and the customer is telling us we'd like to have a little more than we can get with our Turbo Max. We're giving it to him with these models. They also feature live hydraulic down pressure system, which we've been noted for a lot of years, and that will control the actual wing pressure. So clear across the tool, the machine is tilling the same depth all the way across. And then front to rear hydraulic leveling on the go, so on and so forth. And the reel I just spoke of a little bit ago, that reel has hydraulic down pressure live. You can dial in whatever you want. This machine is also available with our new ICS system, Implement Command System, where a farmer can hook up to his tractor, and it's an ISO-bus system, and he can see and control a lot of the functions of this machine right through his ISO-bus system cab, in his cab, be whatever brand. So that's a very nice feature there.
Well, it seems like there's a lot of choice that the farmer has, and a lot of, with the variability that he has all year long, choice in the spring and choice in the fall.
Yes, sir. You're right on the money. Your key word is variability, and that's really what we built into this machine. Yes, sir.
But that's not all that Great Plains is happy to be telling the farmer about at this time.
Yeah, very good, Gary. We're also very happy to introduce the audience to the new BD 7600 drill line from Great Plains. As you know, this company started as a drill company, and I think I can say today that we're the largest drill company, shipping throughout the world and, of course, the U.S. So what we've done, we've always had drills through 50-foot, box drills. And as we went on, we felt that it's just ready for a cleanup and so on with some new technologies on it. And we just introduced the BD7600 drill line from Great Plains. And that starts at 26-foot 2-section, 30-foot 3-section, and 40-foot 3-section. And then we'll soon have the bigger brother 50 to add to it in a couple years. A lot of its features, number one, is altogether different chassis, heavier, more rugged, and it can even have a fertilizer tank on it, whether it be 300 or 400 gallons. And then getting back to the drill boxes, we've increased the seed capacity from 3.6 bushels a foot to 3.8 bushels a foot. The farmer's been asking for more capacity and so on. But one of the main things on this machine is that we now have a very high-tech meter system, seed metering system in the bottom of that drill. A lot more accurate for whatever crops. And with 1 meter in the main box, you can either use it for small seeds or you can use it for bigger seeds. And that's just by sliding off whichever portion of the meter you're not using. Another really nice feature of this, we are also offering hydraulic drive for these machines. With that hydraulic drive, a guy can do prescription farming with it, all kinds of things, or adjust his rates on the go, and that too is all ISO bus capable. And we also offer that monitor from us too. And then going from there, farmers have been asking for scales on his seed boxes, and we now are offering that on these machines. A couple nice little perks is lights inside the drill box lid for working at night is another nice option. These machines are all getting bigger, and we're now offering cameras on the back of these machines. With these cameras, a guy can place them wherever he wants. He can watch the actual row unit working in the dirt, or he can actually just have it on the back for maneuvering, down the road or backing in the barn. There's just a lot of features to the camera. Change some things on the row unit and the seed tube. We're controlling the seed all the way to the ground. With now 7 choices of closing wheel tires on the back of these machines, they're pretty exciting, and we're happy to offer them now for the public.
I guess I should have started asking that question by using the phrases bigger and better.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, we've got them all the way now through 40, but I don't want to forget the little guy. We build drills all the way down to 5 foot. So any market in between, we've got drills to offer.
I'm just waiting for the option of a satellite to follow you through the field. So anyway, maybe in 10 years.
There you go. Who knows? It's closer than we really think.
You're right. John Seitz has been our guest, Territory Manager for Great Plains in Ohio and Michigan. John, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it.
And stay with us. Back with more right after this.
Break down ruts, level dirt, and destroy compaction with the Great Plains Max Chisel. Available at your local Apple Farm Service. Till up to 12 inches deep and 19 feet wide with rigid and folding options. Stop in to learn more.